Before we proceed, I would like to introduce other member which is Monita, Zunur Ain, Nadira Afifah, Aznurul Aisha, and me, Hafiza. Good day everyone, my name is Hafiza. So today, me and my group is going to discuss with you about progress report. This presentation will include the discussion of background title, the objective, methodology, as well as the data of the qualitative and quantitative data. Without further ado, let's begin. So, our research entitled Favorite Games Among Teenagers in Malaysia. Now let's quickly break down the title one by one. First, favorite. It is a thing that we really like. Games is an activity that is engaged for fun. If it is online games about video games either partially or primarily played through internet, teenagers is the people aged around 15 to 20. The example of games that is really famous right now is Mobile Legend, PlayerUnknown Battleground, which is known as PUBG, Among Us, Clash of Clans, and many more. I would like to pass the next section to Nadira.
The objective of this survey is to know what is the most popular game among teenagers based on the variables. Second, to analyze and compare favorite games between age and gender. Third, to analyze and compare how many money teenagers spend on game between age and gender. Fourth, to analyze and compare how much gadget been used between age and gender. And last, to identify and interpret relationship between reason they play game and hours spent on game. The methodology for quantitative data. The first survey consists of 5 multiple questions, 4 short answers, and 1 ranking scale. The aim was to conduct the survey with 150 students from 28 until 30 November. The survey was given through Google Forms. We cannot do it manually because of the pandemic. Participants were given the Google Forms through WhatsApp, and 170 students responded. Because not all surveys were fully completed and not reached the requirement, only 18 survey results were included in the analysis.
My name is Zunur Ain binti Zaidi and my matric number is 275720. So, let me continue with the quantitative. Firstly, before analysis, the dataset was checked for any missing data and outliers. So, let me give a definition of an outlier. In a simple word, outlier is a value that lies outside, sometimes is much smaller and sometimes larger than most of the other values in a set of data. For example, in the scores 25, 29, 3, 32, active 5, 33, 27, and 28, both 3 and active 5 are outliers. Then, we use Microsoft Excel as the source to analyze the data. There is 6 quantitative data, include ratio and interval scale of measurement. So, let me proceed with the qualitative. We also use Microsoft Excel as the main sources to analyze the data. Same with the quantitative, Microsoft Excel is much easier for us to gather and analyze the data. As we know, qualitative data is a type of data that describe information because they are categorical and unique to one individual. For example, we use variable such as gender and include male or female. So that is one example of qualitative data. We are using table approach to present qualitative data. And there is 4 qualitative data that we gather, which is contain the scale of measurement, nominal and ordinal.
I'm Monita, daughter of Munyandi, and I want to explain about our data, variables, and demographic attributes. First of all, we used 10 variables in this survey. And then The type of data we used, two types of data. One is quantitative, another one is qualitative. Quantitative as a overall, quantitative stands for 60% and qualitative stands for 40%. There are several types of scale of measurement could be found in this survey. There are interval, ratio, nominal and ordinal. Actually, there are 10 variables chosen for the survey. So, the first variable is gender, second, age, third is types of games, fourth, reasons of playing games, fifth, gadgets used, sixth, competition joined, seventh, price, 8, money spent, 9, time, and then the last variable that we used is number of games. These are the 10 variables that we used throughout the survey. Thank you. Next, we move on to demographic attributes for quantitative data. First, histogram is the most suitable for graphical data. Second, also the center of histogram, we can measure the central tendency. Third, mean was used to describe the center of data. Fourth, dispersion was determined by standard deviation. Thank you.
For the qualitative data, the data will be presented in table form. The central tendency cannot be determined. Qualitative data do not have any suitable data analysis for finding dispersion. Mood being used as central tendency. The method used to define the relationship of two qualitative variables is contingency table. When bivariate data results from two qualitative, attribute or categorical variables, the data is often arranged on a contingency table. The second method used to find relationship between variable of qualitative and quantitative is bar chart. It is a chart made of bars which y-axis represent frequency, while the x-axis represents category. Lastly, the method used to find the relationship between two quantitative variables is scatter plot. It is used to measure direction and strength of linear relationship between two quantitative variables. I am Aznurul. Thank you for watching.